Peace, good brothers and good sisters. I'm out here doing my walk, you know what I mean, for my health. And something hit me. I realized that, for me to get my body where I need it to be, it's going to take time. And things take time, right, for what you want. You know what I mean? It takes a certain amount of time for me to get to here, to my house, right? If we're working out and we're trying to reach a certain weight or, a certain level of fitness, that takes time. If you're learning something you've never done before, you know that it's going to take time. So, long story short, there's a lot of things in life that we realize and we don't fight and we accept and we expect will actually take a significant amount of time, and we are willing to put that time in to achieve that thing. It's extremely important that we start to view our relationships, our marriages that way. You dig? For you to reach the level of, not even perfection, but for you to reach the level of you completely knowing this man, you completely knowing this woman, she understands your quirks, you understand what turns her off, what turns her on, you know what I mean? For you to be at a equilibrium in your marriage, you know what she's gonna say, she knows what you're gonna say, you know how she's gonna feel, she know how you're gonna feel. For you to reach that, you gotta understand that it's going to take time. And for you to be a person who puts time into their business, willing to see it grow. If you're the type of person that puts time into their body, willing to see it reach the level of health that you wanted, for you to be that type of person and then call it quits in your marriage after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years of difficulty, then it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why wouldn't you feel that the same requirement, the same effort is needed, even more so when it comes to something as important as who you're building a world with? I think at the end of the day, we need to look at priorities, and we need to start to realize what matters more in this life. And if you are blessed enough to have someone who is willing to marry you, because guess what? You ain't all that you think you are, I'm gonna tell you right now. But if you are blessed enough to have someone who is willing to marry you, then you should also be realistic enough to know that that greatness that you want in your marriage, that calm that you want in your marriage, that peace that you want in your marriage, you can have it, but dang, let it take time. Give it time. Give the effort throughout. You know what I mean? But understand that this is not an overnight thing. Understand this is not an overnight thing. Me and my wife been together 15 years. It wasn't an overnight thing. We good now. We've been good for a minute. I am not gonna front, but I'm gonna tell you, it took time, straight up. It straight up took time. My parents were married for 44 years, before my mother passed. Very rocky at first, but it took time. Their last, as far as I could see, their last 20 years was smooth, man. You know what I mean? It's just, anyway, so just remember that. Just remember that if you can give time to anything in this world, it should definitely be to who you worship. It should definitely be to who you are going to build with, your spouse, your children, your family, what comes from that union. Everything else is not as important. Make sure that you are realistic about taking time in your marriage so you can see the fruits of your labor. Peace, good brothers and good sisters. Peace, good brothers and good sisters.